You are tuned into SphereCo Studios, broadcasting live out of West Adams, Los Angeles, California. This is StudioCraft. What's up, everybody? I'll bring you in. Boom. That's what we're working on. I'll bring up the old Mac cam up top. Take this off real quick. Let me see if I'll bring you guys up big. Alright. So we do it like this. I'm hoping this works for us. I know it's been a rough road the past couple of weeks because we've been trying to get this thing rolling all on the one system, but did some tests. Seems like we're rolling. So this is what I'm working on this week. It's a beat that is for production. It is not a commercial beat. This is for myself. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have any feedback, I have the chat up in front of me, so hit me up and we'll go from here. I am working on the Maschine Studio, a complete Kontrol S61 keyboard. I have an Audio 6 sound card and a MacBook Pro. One other thing about this week, I am routing everything through a Kontrol Z2 mixer, a Tractor Z2. Hoping that alleviates some of the CPU work. Alright, I will bring you guys up. Boom, there we are. So, what's up? I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to start working on this beat. I'll go ahead with the drum kit that I laid down. And actually, this is a kit that I spoke about a couple months ago on the NI community drive. This is the No Idle kit, the Idle. So I have a very minimal use of it on this beat, but you'll hear what I have. I'm just going to show you the layers one by one. Alright, so let's go with the No Idle kit first. So the No Idle kit is really clean. Has a 6 sub bass up top. But other than that, it's really clear. A lot of ambient stuff on there. Now, if you're following along, don't forget that if you want to play with that sub bass, I haven't brought in the instruments yet, so I gotta make sure what key I'm in, but I haven't laid any of the sub bass, and it's sick. You can always throw that onto the keyboard. Middle C will represent this, as you'll see here. So you hear that. The motorcycle in the background is not a sample I'm playing, by the way. That's outside. So yeah, you hear that sub bass. That's on the No Idle kit. We may come back to that. I'm going to add the other kit now, which goes on top of this. This is a Boomin' kit, okay? Or, I'm sorry, this is the Bombin' kit. Let's check it out. Alright, so I had this kit, I added it in so the beat moved a little bit. You'll notice that it's a bit odd. So I'm gonna isolate it, let you hear that. Alright, so you hear there's not much to that, right? It's not much to it. I'll put the I don't know idle kit back in. So I felt like that moved a little bit. I felt like gave it a little bit of interesting, like little percussion in the background. All right. Then let's see. I believe I found a sub bass, and this sub bass, if I'm correct, and you know what? I have to get used to not looking at the OBS screen and look at my screen here. Okay, here we go. This is an instrument off Monarch. So Monarch is a powerful sort of, well, it's not sort of, it's a powerful instrument synth. Oops, sorry about that. Let's take a look under the hood here. Give it a second here. We got some things. I gotta remember to stop the beat when I start switching around. All right, I cannot believe it. We started out so good. I got the cycle wheel of death here. Let me see if I can pop us out of this real quick. All right, so I just had to do a quick force quit on that. I'm going to drop the logo in here. And we're still live here. Okay, hang with me. I'm going to bring that back up and cross your fingers. Cross your fingers here. So upon loading this up, I am also getting the cycle wheel, which is never a good sign. I'm totally disappointed because I wanted to share this with you. This is like, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, it's slow, but it's coming. Let me see. Just wait it out here for me. Okay, so it is not coming back. Unbelievable. Okay, it loaded up. What I'm going, yeah, okay, it loaded up. What I'm gonna do is do a quick shift because I'm afraid that if I don't, I just want to share the entire project that I have so far. So instead of going through and unmuting and muting them one by one, wow, and I lost an instrument on that. That's a bummer. Okay, it's all right. So I lost a sub bass. Save your work after every 15 minutes. But here is what I have so far. It's using a massive synth. That's the primary instrument. The two kits that we discussed also threw a piano in there. I'm hoping that it saved those piano changes, and it did not. So let me do that real quick. If you're watching on the screen, I remember this cord cut off. I'd like that to ring. So I'm just going to extend it. You guys can see what I'm doing in the lower portion of your screen. And here we are. I think that's the last of the chord. I played like a long chord on that. Alright. This should be everything in its entirety so far. Let's take a listen. So something's up with my piano. There we go. If you notice what I'm doing in the lower portion of your screen, I didn't hold the note on all my chords too great, so I have to go in and manually adjust those. Cedering, right? So I need to extend all these. Oh, I see what it is. I'm trying to do it while in real time, and I said always before, save your work. Made some adjustments there. And I see, if you're watching with me, in the lower portion of your screen, you see this break here. You see how these two notes, that's what I'm hearing, where it's not like connecting. So I'm going to go ahead and extend this out to there. Let's take a listen. Actually, we'll just solo out the piano. Here, let's take a listen. I'm going to see if I can extend these notes here. Take a listen to what this. Not a fan of that. Alright, so I'm going to add a pedal on that. I'm going to stop that for a second, add everything else back in. Okay, so I'll play it again and we'll take a listen. Okay, so you get the gist. That synth is mean. As I said, that's a massive synth. That synth is called Fist Front.